Now, let's crack on. 2 more entries left, guys. We're looking at Poland and we're looking at Italy. We're going to start off with Poland. Sadly, they've never won the contest, although their debut was rather good, I think. We can all agree with that. Tune ja. They are in the contest this year, even, with RAFAŁ, who's singing The Ride. So let's go straight to... oh, this is a tough choice. I'm looking around the room. Let's go to Lena. What do you think about The Ride?
I do like it. It was a surprise. It was sort of like there was no buzz of anything out of Poland, and then it was just like, have this. I will say for me, and this is like very surprising, but I do feel like the other song that's similar to this is the UK this year, and I really, really, really like the UK song. So this falls a little further down the list of banger jams, but I do like it. I don't know if it's gonna make it. It's on a bubble for me, even though I do like it.
It's got some likable qualities to it. It has got some likable qualities to it. Let's go to Andy, The Ride.
Okay, the only thing that's memorable about this song is that the singer looks like Suggs from Madness.
Okay, I can see the likeness.
Well, a young Suggs from Madness. It's all right. It's just standard generic with an 80s sound. It seems to be, I don't know, it's just there, isn't it?
Yeah, but then, see, I mean, there are some 80s themed tracks this year, aren't there, Andy? And I'm just thinking, is this one of the better ones?
No, it's right bang there in the middle. It's sort of just average. It's just average. I don't, it washes over me. I can't see why. Well, okay. The thing is, I really like the Austrian song. I really like the Norwegian song. That would almost was my guilty pleasure. And I just I can't. They're not very popular, by the way, and I can't make a case for this. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go to Hayley and Matt.
Well, I really like it.
Yeah.
I think it's a banger. I can see myself sing. Well, I do sing to it all the time, and I can see myself singing and dancing to it somewhere Eurovision related or in Poland somewhere, drunk at whatever time, maybe in the day. Who knows? Yeah,
that's definitely in the day, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm saying maybe in the day. That's
in the day. I hope it qualifies. To be honest, I don't think it's got enough support, but I really hope it does. And I think he can bring a lot to the stage, hopefully, that might make his performance on stage more memorable. But was it Moldova after him? I think.
Yeah, so. I think so. I'm just let me check that. There
Between Austria and Moldova.
Yeah, so whether or not it gets forgotten after that, I'm not too sure, but we'll see. I really like it.
Okay, Matt, what's your take?
This is one of my favourites. I love this song. I will honestly tell you, it's in my top 10. It's been there from the beginning. I think the video would translate really well onto a stage performance if they went all neon and so on. I think it could attract a lot of attention. And I really like 80s stuff, so that sort of suits me down to the ground. It screams 80s, doesn't it? On a negative side, I found betting odds today 300 to 1. So it's right down the bottom. It's not really it's not really got a lot of attention going in its favour, has it? And I agree. It sounds like as soon as Sugar is played immediately after it, it might disappear.
But come on, Matt, 300 to 1. Stu would be there with 10 quid on that straight away.
I've already placed my bet.
He'd just be like, bargain. That'd be it.
Maybe a bet to qualify. That might be. We'll wait for those odds.
To be fair, you can actually get them if you go to the Betfair exchange. They're not necessarily great, mind you, but there are some interesting ones there. Obviously, for those people that don't know, you can also on Betfair bet against a song to qualify as well, which I may have done controversially with some fan favourites over the years. And yeah, I made money. Now, let's let's just swiftly move on and go to Donna.
Oh dear. Why would you want to bet against a song, Tom? Terrible. I like this one. I didn't know if I actually liked it straight away. It was one of those, I think I'd had enough of the 80s kind of wannabes in the national finals, and then this one kind of came up, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, doesn't stand out very much. But actually, among the pack that we have, it does become quite an earworm for me. So it could do well against Moldova, but it is different enough. And semi-final 2 does have a little bit more of a room to manoeuvre, I think. So if they stage it quite nicely, very bold and bright, I think this could do quite well. 80s are definitely back, so someone's going to like this one and vote for it, definitely.
Yeah, the 80s are coming back. It just makes you realise how, underrated Estonia were 18 years ago. Oh my God, 18 years ago. Crikey.
Did that one hurt, Tom?
Yeah, it hurt.
Aw.
Right, David, Poland, the ride. Is it going to qualify?
No. No, 100% no. I don't like this song. Why Poland was just so quiet about their song for so long, and they sent this song. The song is okay, the song is decent, but Wildhouse Voices is just generic. How's too generic, No, why you didn't take a very good talented young singer like Alicia again? But no, it is what it is. I know there are some fans of this song, but for me, this could be washed away by Moldova because they don't have like the big team behind. But I can see this qualify maybe, but I don't know. I don't like Poland. I know, but I don't like Poland. I'm
Do you know
sorry.
what? I'm detecting there that you would have much preferred Alicia to actually have come back for 2020. I don't really know the circumstances behind why she wasn't back for 2020. Elliot, you have your ears to the ground with all things gossip-wise.
Oh yeah, well, partly there's a slight bias to me to the song because people do know my partner is Polish, so go Poland. I feel an affinity to that this year, and the reason why I think RAFAŁ was picked is because he is a presenter on TVP and he hosted Junior Eurovision, so he's been a member of the Polish broadcaster for several years now. He is very well known for that. He is slightly controversial with his political beliefs from what my other half has said, but people won't know that about a song contest. But I think that's why he was given the nod when he said he wanted to do it, because it's a name and someone that they've already worked closely with, so they can continue doing it. So that's all you need to know on that one, I guess. There
we go. And are you backing this song to qualify?
I think it will, yeah. On first listen, wasn't a big fan of it, but it's grown to me a lot. The music video is the idea they're going with the staging. RAFAŁ said like they want to keep that sort of theme, and I do believe that was shot in the Neon Museum in Warsaw. That's a real place you can go to. So doing that once I can. It's very 80s. Yes, but it works. And obviously there's a massive Polish diaspora in the UK. The UK are voting in the semi-final, so that will help it. I honestly think Moldova is going to be a giant car crash on stage with dancing ice creams behind it, so I think that will work for him. Obviously,
I like ice cream.
Well, so do I, but I don't need to see it with legs coming out of it in high heels. That's terrifying. I think it's got a good slot. Obviously, even on first listen, there wasn't a lot of jury love. I couldn't really see the jury love for it. So putting it next to Austria, where it's going to sweep the jury vote, it's quite clever because it won't really hurt RAFAŁ, I think. I see this in the final. People will like it. It's bright. It's colourful. Some of the lyrics are a bit I'm not a huge fan of. My only issue is that it hits its mark in the 1 minute, after 1 minute, and it doesn't go anywhere else. It seems like it's stuck in third gear, and I just want it just to push a little bit further because it can. And doesn't. So hopefully on stage he will. But I see this in the final, but then I see this equating how good a televote it could get, you know, Mikkel Spack, probably 18th. I don't see it being in the top 10, but I see some love for it because people love the 80s, and this is very, very 80s. And if Denmark don't make the final, this is the most 80s song you're going to get in 80s staging.
This is true, and I'll be honest, I'll say it very quietly. I don't want to offend anyone, but I might actually prefer to see this one in the final over Denmark. But there we go. Where are we? Ian's put in the chat, and they'll have to be a wee bit careful with the staging to avoid the creepy old man at the disco look.
He's not that old, RAFAŁ. He's in his 30s.
Let's go. Let's on an unrelated note, let's go to Gustaf. What do you think of this song?
I absolutely love this song. It's really good. It's so much fun, and this is, for me, this is 80s done right. This is the kind of 80s music that I would have listened to if I was alive during the 80s, you know. It's fantastic. It's really good. It's in my top 3 this year. So I hope it will qualify, and I think it will qualify. And I think Poland did a good choice not sending Alicia, because that stuff last year was horrible. So they did a good choice.
Hey, high. Do you know what? I think that's high praise indeed from you. I don't think I've ever seen you deliver such a glowing review. Amazing.
I'm not sure that Gustaf didn't like a Bond ballad.
So
That's normally, and yet he likes Natalie Breedor's Fingerprints. You know, the things you learn.